everybody? Welcome to the video. My name is Ken. I am the Millennial Investor. Welcome. I wanted to make this video to go over a few things while I'm driving home from work. Spoiler. One, I love this new job, man. The pay is so nice. The people are all friendly. Customers, I have yet to meet a single Karen. I know I'm going to meet a Karen because it's a grocery store. I have yet to meet one. And there are so many nice people there. I have no complaints. Management is very nice. The pay is amazing. It's way better. It's a good enough pay that you can get up to that once you hit your limit, they give you bonuses twice a year that can range from $3K all the way up to $5K, at least what I'm told. So I don't know how true that is. But the fact that once you hit your limit, they still give you something is astounding to me. So I'm really hoping I'm able to stay here the long term. Investing. Oh my God, guys, so much stuff happened today. I bought and I sold like crazy. I sold all of my PAYF today, which is a fund that only does puts on all of its equity. It does puts and it does like maybe a few calls on them, but it's very, 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 very few. I'm pretty happy with it. I bought it at $17.37 and the stock price doesn't change like at all. Like all day today, it stayed at like $17.56, 57-ish, one of those two. But what you can do though with it is if you have Wealthsimple, the price will constantly fluctuate with the market. Whatever Wealthsimple has for their AI just randomly takes a guess at what the price should be. So if it's, let's say, like yesterday, for example, the market was very red. I bought it at $17.36, 37. It never hit that price yesterday. In fact, it just floated. It never did anything. Now today I sold it for $17.64. $17.64 is what I sold it at. Again, it never hit that price. It didn't move at all today. It has not moved for 2 days now. And Wealthsimple let me leave with about a 30-cent gain per share, which again, it's not very much because I only had 100 shares, so that's like three-ish, like $30. That's $30 I left with. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not good either. You know, it's like a meh. I made $30 by complete accident because I meant to buy it for long term. And then all of my dividend growth positions, I used to be in everything like that, decided to run today. So I basically caught I didn't catch a falling knife. Basically, I was trying to catch it and then someone uppercut me and that's when I bought it. So the one I bought mainly was FCD.UN, Firm Capital Property Trust, which if you watched my last video, me and Strongman Personal Finance went over it. As he said, massive props to you, Strongman. They're likely going to have to issue shares or they're going to have to do something to get capital and to get cash so that they can pay off their debt that's owed in October. They just announced they're going to offer more shares coming up soon. And the TSX, the Canadian index, just approved of it. So they could do it literally any day now. And they're just going to issue more shares like crazy. Now, what's going to happen when they do that? The stock price is going to go down. People are probably going to sell, etc., etc. Because honestly, the price is so freaking low. I think they're going to wait for the price to recover a bit. So I bought 239 shares, which gives me about $10 monthly. Now, $10 monthly does not sound like a lot, but I have a lot of funds paying me monthly right now. I have EIT paying me $10, FCD, $10, FN, First National Financial, paying me $10. I got a few more in there. Why am I forgetting? I have Goff that pays me about 20, I think it's like 20-ish dollars Canadian a month if like you convert it from USD to Canadian, which I'm not going to. Man, what else do I got that pays me all that? I don't think I do. I think that's it. Everything else only pays me about $5, or it's like a baby position and it pays me like $2 a month. So, you know, everything's working out. I bought my first index fund, so you'd be happy with that, strong man. I bought XEI.TO, the Canadian High Dividend Index Fund, which basically tracks the Canadian high index payers. So these are the Canadian banks, telecom, Enbridge, like oil and gas and energy, Enbridge, Algonquin, Scotiabank. Like it basically holds most of the Canadian index in it. So I'm happy with it. Plus it plays what I can find a consistent monthly dividend. So that also makes me very happy. Plus it's fractional shares as well, which makes it, in my opinion, way better. Because now, I get paid monthly, that dollar I can put in, and that dollar might get me, like a penny. I doubt it'll even get me a penny, but you know what I mean. So it's just small stuff like that. And like all my other funds that are paying me $10 that I could drip, FCD, sure, I'll drip it. I'll buy like, one more share to get to 240. I'm not going to touch it after that. I'm going to buy something else because once these funds hit the $200, the 200 share limit, I now think they're way, way, way too much. Like I seriously need to trim back on it. Firm capital, I don't want to. So I have to find somewhere for that money to go. EIT, it's not enough to drip, although I really wish it was. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. GDV and FTN, who are both very, very high yielding split corps. FTN is giving about 17%. GDV is giving around, I think it's like 11.7%. Those funds have a NAV rule. If the NAV ever falls below $15, this is the unit NAV, so this is preferred shares, normally 10, plus the Class A, which is extremely volatile. If it falls below 15, they don't pay me. So they are my riskiest positions, but they only give me about $5 and $6 each, give or take. So what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to turn around and I'm going to buy more split corps with it until I get to 50 shares. Then I'm going to move on to something else. Now, why am I buying risky assets with risky assets? That's simple. It's risky. It goes into risky. If it pays off and, I get a high yield, awesome. I get a very high dividend. I'm solid. It's money I'm basically expecting that I won't get paid from, or it's going to go to zero. That's literally what I am thinking is going to happen. So the dividends from them are going into FFN, which is not paid a dividend now for 2 months because it's $3. Its NAV on Class A is like $3.90. And that was when the banks were still doing well. The banks got decimated this week. So its NAV is honestly probably like $3.50. So why the hell would I buy it? The yield is 34%. The moment it starts paying out a dividend, I am getting such a huge return, it's not even funny. And that's why, again, FTN and GDV, I'm basically considering that's money I don't even, the money they pay me is a surprise. Even though they're probably one of the safer ones. So I'm either going to buy a few FFN, as of right now because it's so freaking cheap, but it doesn't pay a dividend, or I'll buy a more expensive split corp that does pay a dividend, and I'll just drip. I'll just use that to get some extra cash. So that's pretty much where I am. Everything else, like NET.UN pays like $5.88 right now, and it increases. I'm expecting an increase of around I think it's like 30-ish cents increase once it raises the dividend to the 10% they always do. So for now, at least, that money, I don't know where I'm going to put it. But I'm not going to drip it back into NET because it's also like 200 right now. And it's too much. I don't like it being that high. So I'm going to buy something else with it. But once I find out what I'm buying, I will be extremely happy. So you probably can see me the whole video. Sorry about that. I just wanted to put something out there. I have a portfolio video I'm going to be working on tomorrow. But as of right now, that's pretty much it. That's my life. Nothing bad, nothing negative. I'm happy trying to plan out what I'm going to do now because I've bought enough of all the funds and all the stocks I want to buy. So now it's like, what do I buy now? What do I do? Do I keep buying monthly dividend companies or ETFs or CEFs? Or do I say screw that and I buy a div growth position? I don't know, but we'll figure it out eventually. Either way, you guys have yourselves a great day.